When I started using this Nikon D500, I started using it in manual mode, which means that from the one I set my camera to M, because unlike the common belief that M mode is complicated or that, in my experience M mode is the easiest mode to use, because you get to know where you are even before you take your picture or you start recording your video. For instance, right now my camera is set to M. When I come here and look at the meter here, exposure meter, I can look at the meter and know if I am exposed correctly or not. Right now I am slightly overexposed, which is not a bad thing. And if I want to be right in the middle, I can change the aperture. And if right now I am at the maximum aperture of 3.5, so I will change the shutter speed until I am correctly exposed. So at this setting, I know if I take a picture, it will be a correctly exposed picture, and if I start recording a video, it will be a correctly exposed video. So as far as exposure is concerned, I think using the manual mode is the best alternative. The other thing I needed to change, of which these ones are personal, like the picture control, picture style. So these ones you choose them depending on your taste: standard, the portrait, landscape, neutral, vivid, flat profile, and monochrome. These ones you choose depending on your preference. What I think the most important thing is to have a correctly exposed image, or to have an image that matches your intention. So if I want to record video at 24 frames per second, I set it to 1/50th. It shows me that I am slightly overexposed, but then when I start recording the video, you can see that although I am slightly underexposed, my image is still clear and clean. And this is the beauty of using the M mode even as a beginner, because you get to know how your image will look like even before you start using the camera. The other features of the camera, you can explore them one by one depending on your preference, and they are not complicated menus here. For instance, we all know that if you record in RAW, you have some editing to do in post in order to make your image to appear the way you want it. White balance, I have set it to auto. I want to minimize the number of things I worry about, so I don't worry about white balance much. Picture control is standard, color space is sRGB. Active delighting is on. And with this Nikon D500, if you press the question button or the question icon, it can tell you what the menu you are wondering about does. And that is how I started using this Nikon D500 when I got it, and I am still using it right now, which is almost 6 months later. And that is how I treat every camera I get, because manual mode is the best mode in my case. But before you get comfortable with the manual mode, you first have to understand the exposure triangle. you have to know how your shutter speed will affect your aperture and how they will both or all of them combined, the shutter speed, the aperture and the ISO, how they will affect the outcome of the image. And because you always have an image or the outcome you want in mind, you will know the parameter you need to change in order to achieve what it is you want to achieve. So as much as I am advocating for the M mode, it is not for everyone. It is for those who understand the exposure triangle and adjustments.